it's Leslie Green, the Hungry Housewife, and what you are gazing upon is the makings of a delicious dessert featuring Philadelphia cream cheese. It is my white chocolate cream cheese mousse mini pies. They're like little pieces of heaven in your mouth, and I will show you how to make them. All you need is a few simple ingredients, and I forgot my heavy cream in the refrigerator. Don't look in the refrigerator. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. It's not like Cribs where my refrigerator is clean. So you need 1 cup of heavy cream. Put it on in a bowl. 3 tablespoons of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, this looks like the making of some whipped cream, but you're not going to whip it up until it's stiff peaks. You're just going to whip it up just slightly until it's slightly firm, because we have a lot of other stuff that we're going to be mixing into this delicious mixture. Alright, now that our whipped cream is getting slightly thickened, I'm going to add the 4 ounces of cream cheese in, I'd say, 3 different segments, just so I don't break down our whipped cream that much, and just blend well in between each addition. Alright, there's 1, and the next one, and it goes, and then the last addition. Everybody's going into the pool. Okay. Now, mix this up until it's almost at the whipped cream consistency, and then we're going to fold in our 4 ounces of white chocolate that I already melted over a double boiler, just over a little bit of simmering water for a few minutes. And that will be all for this delicious filling. Alright, that is good. Now we are going to fold in our white chocolate, and just be careful. Look at that. Mmm. So good. It's nice and folded in there, and I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator. Okay, now we are going to add a little surprise to our little pre-made graham cracker pie crust. Now pretend there's 6 here, because I tested this recipe last night and I used 3 of them, and they are all gone because they were that good. So normally there would be 6, and this feeds 6, so just pretend, okay? So you take your chocolate hazelnut spread and put about, teaspoon in the bottom of each one, and that way you have a nice little surprise waiting for you when you bite into it. Just spread it around so it's nice and even in the bottom. And I also followed package directions, and I put a little egg wash in here, popped it in the oven at 375 for 5 minutes, because it just gives it a little bit more sturdiness, because I'm going to take these ever so unattractive pie tins off of these, because that just screams, I did not make my own pie shell. So I'm a little faker, I guess. Okay. So we got all that in, and pretend I just did 3 more, okay? Put that over to the side. And I have a little piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag. And I have a big old piping tip on the end. Again, if you don't have a piping tip, you can just snip the end of your Ziploc bag, because we are going to make our tarts pretty. So let me get this back out of the refrigerator. Tarts, pies, whatever you want to call them. I guess if you want to call them a tart, you can call it a tart. If you want to call it a mini pie, you can call it a mini pie. But whatever it is, it's good. That's all I know. Okay, so just put a little bit in the bottom, just so it comes up to the rim of the pie shell. Don't worry about it being pretty, because we're going to make it pretty in a little bit. Okay, put that there. Oh my gosh, you should smell this. Okay, we got our 3rd one done, and 4th, 5th, and 6th one done. Now you're going to fill up your piping bag with the rest of this mixture, because, like I said, we want to make it look pretty. Now, after you make them all nice and pretty, I would put them in the refrigerator just so, I mean, it doesn't have to set. You can eat it just like this, but the swirl on top that we're going to make will hold its shape much better if it goes right into the refrigerator. But just make a pretty little swirl on the top. Twist that. Pretty swirl. And now, of course, it's springtime, getting ready to be summertime, so we have so many fresh berries in season. So I'm going to top them with, oh, and I forgot to take my pie tins off. And I was sitting there preaching on how unattractive they were. All right, they still come off very easy. See that? Look how much prettier that looks. So we'll take that one. And this will be my tasting one. All right, so I'm going to top it with some raspberries and some blueberries. Oh, one's going to fall, one's going to fall. It fell. Okay, so blueberries. If you have some chopped up hazelnuts, you could also put that on top because it'll tie in with the chocolate hazelnut spread underneath. And I'm going to dig in. Oh, yes, indeedy. I'm going to need a moment with my mini pie made with Philadelphia cream cheese. Thanks for watching. You can leave now because I'm going to have my pie and it might make me cry. What? Are you seriously going to follow me into the laundry room with my food? Trying to eat in peace. Privacy. Privacy is all I ask for while I eat my tart. Oh my goodness! Can't you just leave me alone? I said I needed a moment. And I'm going to use the treadmill. I'm going to work it off and use the treadmill just like I never even ate this little itty bitty, I mean hardly calorie. No, there's no calories in this mini pie. I'm going to go use the treadmill. Oh, come on! I told you I was going to come use the treadmill. And I'm using it very wisely. I can't stand and eat this thing. I gotta sit. So I'm using the treadmill to eat my white chocolate cream cheese mousse, calorie-free mini pie. So leave me alone. Go.